Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Now, John Mahama eka nsɛm efa eye energy sector no ho.
Mr. Speaker, in January 2025, we inherited an energy sector on the brink of collapse that had been precipitated by a severe financial crisis. The sector was burdened with a staggering debt of 80 billion Ghana cedis, strengthening the operational viability of key power producers. The 500 million World Bank partial risk guarantee, a critical risk mitigation instrument that was established in 2015 during my first term to safeguard the nearly 8 billion of private sector investment that was put into the offshore Cape Trade Points field, had been fully drawn down and exhausted due to prolonged non-payment for gas consumed. Mr. Speaker, at the distribution level, the Electricity Company of Ghana was plagued by high commercial and technical losses, collecting only 62% of the energy it purchased from generators and declaring less than 50% of its collection into the cash waterfall mechanism. Mr. Speaker, the result was severe liquidity shortfalls and power challenges throughout 2024. In the petroleum sector, years of policy inconsistency, regulatory inefficiencies, a lack of transparency, prolonged licensing processes, and unresolved legal disputes over field unitization had eroded investor confidence. Consequently, crude oil production declined by approximately 32% between 2019 and 2024. It fell from 71.4 million barrels per day to 48.2 million barrels. Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to announce that as of December 31st, 2025, government has fully repaid and restored the entire 500 million World Bank guarantee, including interest. This has reinstated the facility in full and reaffirmed Ghana's standing as a credible and reliable partner on the global stage. Mr. Speaker, I can also announce that we are paying for every gas we are consuming today.
President Mahama say, Mr. Speaker, Ghana for muntie me. Yaba abemu 2024 no de be hu ne say ye nyina mu nkane ho nsam ni nyina na agiegu. O say e ka ye beto ye no na o ka na eye opepepe 80 billion cedis na eka MPP for apro eguo. Okasa no say sa eka we ebo ne hu ba o say tua dia osua free atamel so ho ene de wosua e politics mu ene aban a watenam esua mu suade no anhyeda impusu na free say na onim say wabase obeye adwuma mo Ghana. Now say sama time mo bae no na MPP aban aboka 80 billion cedis at war. ECG deka, Greco deka, Netco deka, gas ayeto edinya edima ye nyina munkane agina na so eka etua no to. Na sebio IPP sa ye eye enyina munkane kakra firi omo edima Ghana for eka ese omo ko mu. Nti no se otwa ne ne entwa. But omana adwene ekọ so se e wo se obodwumaden ema Ghana no efa ne tuma pefira. O se de na etwa ne nsunum ana ye ne ya ene se Emre na oye president from 2012 to 2016 no. Oni IMF for tenase. World Bank. Emma World Bank for my yesike bia. Se bi obi beka se sika ye de boy echi dom. So obi ba se oni e ba be ye enyinamunkane ho nsan woso ana se edinsa woso a. Opeso hu se oman we se medimisika ko hyemu a na debi nyoma ankoya me wo sike bia metumi aka se meni da so a metumi age free omo ho. John Mahama ni IMF World Bank for kasa time our president 2012 to 2016 and or the $500 million to ho inti ebia Singapore for epese omni Ghana for ebedin sa wosofa enyinamunkane ho a na se omdi omusika ebe hyemu Ghana se 200 million a omni se sa sika ne da ho se Ghana for say omu 200 million a omu betumi age sa sika ne de ate omuka o se sa sika na Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia mo beto ye no omu dwiri sika ne nyina eno na Samira Bawumia mo de toto omo bags eye Rebecca Akufo-Addo mo de court trips Jankroma mo de toto wi omo shi sika no ma impempenso bi beduru ya na ewiase afa na nyina no ekuro bi aniwa opese ode ne sika be hye Ghana nyinemu kaneam ɔse ohun saa deɛ no ɛna ɔka sɛ daabi ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtena se na yɛhwɛ yɛnyina mu nkanea ɛne yɛ energy gas ho nsɛnsɛm no yie na yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛtumi ayi afiri ɛka mu ɔkasa na ɔse time na MPP wɔ so no Bawumia ɛte economic management team no ho no na ECG na ɔmuni sɛbio krono ɛne kata ahyehyɛ nti sika na ɔsɛ ɔmogyegye light bill no na ɔmotumi gyegye mu ɔha emu enchichemu eduasia mienu 62% pɛ na saa 62% no ɔmo saa gye pɛ na ɔmo di amanaka 52% nti ɔse edu pɛmpɛnsom na yɛ ye energy sector no egu na po betena hɔ yɛn nyina yɛhu deɛ na yɛkom oil na yɛtumi tu ekodum breso na afɛ yɛntumi ntu gas na yɛntumi gye na yɛtuaka na yɛntumi ntuaka ɔse ɛnɛ ɔka kyerɛ Ghana ni bi a ɔwɔ Ghana sɛ obi sɛ ɔboa ɛyɛ $500 million ɛka na ɛyɛ World Bank sika ɛda hɔ a MPP Bawumia ne nkɔfo diɛ no ɛnɛ yɛ kasa iwotua ne nyinaa $500 million sa menhyia sa sika mama sa 30 wotua sa sika ne nyinaa ma ɛyɛ World Bank ɛna ɔse ma Ghana fo ate ase sɛ ɔne yɛ kasa ɛnɛ gas bia yɛtɔ edidi dwuma wɔ Ghana bia no yɛtɔ ne yɛtua yɛndeka bia wɔ adaka bia mu ɛno ɛna John Mahama ɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu kyerɛ Ghana fo ɛwɔ Ghana nti no ka sɛ John Mahama sa bɛ yi efiri mpɔkyerɛ mu wabɛyi efiri ɛyɛ ɛka mu wabɛyi efiri ɔhaw mu John Mahama ba abetua $500 million no ama ɛndɛ yɛkɔtɔ gas a yɛyi sika firi ataaso na yɛtua we na kyerɛ sɛ nyansani enyansafoɔ abanpaba ɔmogene Ghana ho a ɔmo hyehyɛ Ghana efiri fam akɔsoro mama yɛnkɔ enim yɛnkɔ tie the president no ɛsa ɛkafa ɛyɛ nsɛnsɛm a aka ho Accra Kumasi Expressway.
Mr. Speaker, the Accra Kumasi Expressway will be a 198.7 kilometer 6-lane high-speed motorway. This expressway is designed to connect Ghana's two largest cities, Accra and Kumasi, and it will reduce the traveling time between Accra and Kumasi to approximately 2.5 hours. Mr. Speaker, this new alignment will have 8 interchanges and will be Ghana's first true expressway. And so government has established the Accra Kumasi Expressway Limited, which is a subsidiary of the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, as the concessionaire that will be mandated to design, to finance, construct, operate, and maintain the expressway, with the Ministry of Roads and Highways as the contracting authority. The project delivery is structured as a long-term concession of up to 50 years. Mr. Speaker, this expressway will be Ghana's first purpose-built expressway with limited access points, so goats and sheep cannot cross at any point. Mr. Speaker, it's designed for higher speed limits and modern safety infrastructure to reduce travel time and improve road safety. Preparatory activities including feasibility studies, the detailed designs and cost assessments are currently underway. This major road construction work aims to improve mobility, safety, and trade while connecting communities to markets and essential services. Mr. Speaker, the Eastern Corridor. We aim to complete all unfinished segments of the Eastern Corridor Road by the end of 2027. Mr. Speaker, the Accra Kumasi Expressway.
President Ekasa ende ewo eye parliament no obedru Accra Kumasi Expressway no. Ose Ghana for be ba me ka kire mo. Ye ba beto ye be ye nyoma bi a ebi nsida. Ekwan a ye be ye bi aka ho. Ose Kumasi Expressway no. Kumasi eye Accra Kumasi Expressway no. Ose eye 198 kilometer expressway. Ose the two biggest cities in Ghana no. Opese akwentuo no utu a eye fe eye mre na eye ntem inti se ende ye firi Kumasi urban kran ana ye firi kran ekɔ Kumasi a na se ebedi 5 hours a ɔse ye Accra Kumasi Expressway na ebedi just 3 hours na ye duru Kumasi inti ye 2 anadwo 6 by 9 p.m. na ye duru eye Kumasi na ya park ne ekodi fufuo Or say, sa in Jumadia way no. Sa ekwan no ombeye 8 interchanges waso. Adena your friend a ye overhead bridge akese no. Or say ombeye 8 interchanges. Into 198 a year kilometer road no. Ombeye 8 interchanges. Sa ekwan no ombeye no apontin twem, kraman twem. Chasa wujinemu ana wujinemu. Omenya rest stops kakra sa wabra na so person park ye ohu ye a ebi kakra be ho bebi e be didi kakra so be ho ye bebi a sebio uduna sa wota adwo a mechanics ni ade enitina omate bibia ye frɛ no eye Accra Expressway Limited omo ne ye de sa adwuma de ni be hye omo nsa sane ekwan ni be dimu omo be hwe kwan ni so ye rest stop ni ade wo so be manage ni ye overhead overpasses ni nyina no be make sure say bibia no portal ba omo ye ni ye omo fixe se baby o na ehia light om de light besi om no be manage ekwan no nti om beti bibia e friend Accra Expressway Limited Company aban na eti om de their sole responsibility is to manage the Accra Kumasi Expressway. Or say opese Ghana 40 ase yati Eastern Corridor Road or say or catch the Ghana for by 2027 afia ye besim no ye wie no na sa Eastern Corridor Road no wa ye ahohoro ne nsa de punched pilot say we wie na Ghana for monje asema President John Dramani Mahama and the okachire Ghana for no and ye nyina ye hu de ekọ ye nyina ye hu adwuma ekọ so ye nyina ye hu eye adwumaden a and the ukota krade Kumase Obuase all over the place no hu de ekọ so. This is what the president was talking about. Now, the president kafa teacher for him.
Teachers Housing Initiative is a joint effort involving district assemblies, common fund, GET fund, NAT, and JESOPs. And the aim is to build 50,000 housing units for teachers. This initiative is called the Teacher Dabre, maybe a teacher better. This partnership demonstrates our collective dedication to enhancing teachers' living conditions and boosting the retention of teachers, especially in rural and remote areas, and ensuring that teachers can live, work, and retire with dignity and security. Mr. Speaker, by prioritizing equitable access and expanding infrastructure, we're investing in human capital and laying the foundation for a Ghana where every child can learn, grow, and succeed. Teachers housing.
President Mahama Ekasano okan bibi fa teacher for home or say a teacher dabre a debi okan opposition say teacher for here baby omo beda na ban no sebio omo ye entotoye a omo si a dying a ye friend no teacher housing unit 50,000 send be a church for more Ghana sebio around the nation no omo betumi esisi a church for dan a baby a church for benya baby ada send ye be ya omo so betumi yi omo akumem etumi achira de ama yenkwara yembebunu a omo nyini a ye pese omo so enya nyansa nimdie ede betoa echechire oman no so no or say 50,000 housing units to be constructed for teachers or say or share teacher for boss say sa eye housing unit we or your president no omo de eye nyoma egukwan mu a omo ba be si edan kwa eye den eye 50,000 housing units. John Dramani Mahama on the sea segleme. John Mahama on the sea segleme. Edi John Mahama ka just teacher ni bi o Ghana ginidi na 50,000 housing units no yon wie na ban no na almost see no around the nation and make sure a region bia enya teachers bungalow teachers building or say he is going to make sure it is done and preparatory work is being done omo ekeka nyome sieni to start building teachers bungalows 50,000 teachers units houses around the nation to say eno beka kire Ghana for say it is happening. Now, John Dramani Mahama, President Ekasano Okabibi fa eye alawa. Now, President Ekasano, Mama Yenko Tie, President Yoka, will say, nursing trainees allowance have been restored. Word way very important. Restored. Let's listen to the President. We are making Bibi.
And yet, significant challenges remain. At the beginning of 2025, when we took over, 103,000 trained health workers were still awaiting placement, employment or enrollment onto the payroll. Over the past year, 13,500 nurses and midwives along with hundreds of doctors and pharmacists, have been absorbed into the public payroll. Nursing trainee allowances have been regularized and restored. Application fees have been reduced, and the no-fee stress initiative introduced to ease access to training has been extended. Service conditions are being implemented to boost morale and retention. Looking ahead, government will expand recruitment and take necessary action to add more health workers onto the payroll. We will also correct the maldistribution of health workers through targeted incentives for health workers who agree to serve in underserved areas. Let me use this opportunity to appeal to our gallant health workers to accept postings to our underserved areas, seeing as it is a national call to duty, while we work to ensure that they have an enabling environment to do their work. Mr. Speaker, we will also scale up specialist and advanced nursing training to match the country's changing disease profile. New post-basic nursing programs in cardiology, nephrology, endocrinology, and oncology will be introduced. This, while the two existing ones, emergency and critical care nurses, will be scaled up. At least 30 nursing training institutions will transition to competency-based degree curriculums, supported by new scholarship opportunities for PhD-level training for nurses and allied health professionals.
Brofono, eno, mema oyemushisho, yeniti ni yeteha, mibejujo mama. John Dramani Mahama, Sebio, President of the Republic of Ghana 1, and President of the Republic Ghana 2.0, ayeme. Mibejuja, the President Ikan Munina Achero, or say, eba nursing, midwives, pharmacists, doctors for Honsema, or say, and they or Kensimupi. So obi our counter reaction be anasa obwa nipa nemra no onfa a counter documents metre or say so far midwives, doctors, pharmacists, nurses for ya form Ghana obedi president no 13,500 omu nyina aban afọ omu adwuma or say omo omaka no aban ye provision to make sure say omo nyam form no kra no omo form asoso na odi nkomo no or say eba application fee first na nipa bi eto ediko pe eye ejuma ana nursing school or say yateso or say na buy na teso because we want to say people need to be able to access to buy the application into application na anwene ne sia ne board din no and or pegana ni mana be gina TV so aka say John Mahama boa yenti application so or say yati application so also aka say no say bibia e friend no eye fee stress na aban ede buy no say na nkofo a omuko school eye aban school tertiary institution first year omuntia fees no say every nursing training college student bia or Ghana enda oko aban nursing training college bia no and the first year aban afaka no or say munyina munim se saade no ekoso eyade a aban na etua saka no all kasa no say omo ba bebie eye recruitment on be expand the recruitment nurse for no ye bebiem na omo fa more because so far over 13,500 omotuma fa na ebi mo ho a omunyam for omo and ohye Ghana for bo say ombefa omo ho no na ode adesre bi eto Ghana for enim o say osre eye yenuanom nurse for doctors midwives any omo ye eye den eye apomdin adwuma ne say yedo ukotu baby na se bio weni nje ho kora e wo se oti ase se eye Ghana na ye nyina ye chichiri na o se na aban no e de bibia friend incentives ade a eye akono se ne bio se bio yakase obi enko eye mimi kroma yodo ana me ma mikrom denu enko ye nurse ho ana pharmacist sa nipa no aban de bibi ba ebema na ni agimpo se obekọ ho nti ebia pay a ye de mankofo no omo de kakra beka ho ebia allowance bi ankofo gi no omo de kakra beka ho say na aban through eye the health minister eye minta akando no omo e de sanyobo nyina esisie ni na sebio eba posting na Ghana for nurse for doctors any omo maka omo pese ye be de omo beko Ghana for ni nyina no obi abenya kumapa edi akodi dwuma na okasa no say nursing trainee allowance no ose na aban a restore na yeti krom ha ana Mahamudu Bawumia opeso be di president ekoye campaign ana abayu a one nursing training college or starting school yentia na allowed man da enso na Bawumia gina nanim etwa akora ne tro say yetia o allowance na se wotie Bawumia anokasa or say they were going to restore the allowance whilst he had not restored it. And the John Mahama say, "Wa restore allowance no." And the nursing trainee college student be any obetumaka say, "Na allowance ni entua e." Momi anko tie eye Mahmoud Bawumia abra na otwa eye nursing training college students for Atro 2024. So omonkotoma no na abayiwa kitikiti bi kokko so no kremoni ba ne ne abiebusa se abantie Bawumia utwatro me akwara ebi ni fie matena school mu ha de bia wonam na oka kire nkofo se wetua alawa untua ye ehɔ na Bawumia beka se oh ende me ba be frɛ finance minister na alawa na yentua na yetua Mahmoud Bawumia wodi tro onetro ofitro e de tro da or nipa bi onka no kure. This is Bawumia in 2024.
So we have to follow people who have vision. We don't have to follow people who think in terms of impossibilities. We think in terms of possibilities. When my opponent was in government, he abolished the nursing training allowances. And we said, we will restore the nursing training allowances. And we have restored the nursing training allowances. Can you trust my opponent with nursing training allowances? You cannot.
Ubodi Nawabo School. Then you ask your question. Then we go 4 questions. And His Excellency is ready to answer all your questions.
My name is Abdulalim Jaria, an NSC student from Techima Nkobo NMTC. The question I want to ask is, when are we getting Alawa? Since I started my school, since first year, I've not gotten Alawa until now, and I'm in my last semester now. And some of us are not being able to pay our school fees. Next week like this, we'll be writing our exams. Those who who will not be able to pay their fees will be sacked. They wouldn't be allowed to write exams. So if the Alawa were given to us, they would have been able to pay their fees. So my question is, when are we getting Alawa?
Thank you. Question Thank you very much. Your Excellency, these are the questions from the youth of Bono East region. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those questions. I think the first question had to do with when we are getting Alawa for our district. So I think that is a question I will take to the Ministry of Finance. I wasn't sure of where you were with your Alawa, but I think that I will check with the Ministry of Finance immediately I return, and I will make sure that they pay you your Alawa if it has not been paid.
We on kind of great. I buy you a kitty with a unit to say, Ujina has sa ekikan kwasi asem say, Oba no, na John Mahama mu echa Alawam. We all know John Mahama in 2015, 2016 did not cancel Alawa. MPP beye campaign chantro se Alawa no omu betua abayo akacha say Mr. President my betena school 4 years obiama me Alawa se me ditra nkremoni ba onye o say Mr. President also person sabedi president my betena school mu me last semester ni mintia Alawa bia me to accounts me ma me papa na tete omu bawrem ba omi age mic na oh asam ne krampo de se eyi meka cha finance minister me make sure say yentua walawa na ye walawa no ube ye betua ma the same Bawumia ubusa ne say na onka ho ne take decisions in government or say da abi e-levy now ka ho ne take decisions or say da abi Bawumia DDEP now ka ho ne take decisions and so to regional stage catch will be say oh I will make sure I will talk to finance minister. Who was the finance minister then? It was Ken Oforiatta. It was Grace Jones. It was Amin Adams, Jimmy Fon. These were people Bawumia was controlling. Intimikachi say, Mahmoud Bawumia was the one controlling Ken Oforiatta. Now ask yourself, why hasn't Bawumia spoken about the Ken Oforiatta matter? Because only Ken Oforiatta the bokro no. The same Bawumia will turn around and tell you, in the government, I did not have power. I was a mate. I was Jimmy. My president was a fool. I was sitting at the back. Nobody respected me because me a tenny. But he was standing on stage telling young Ghanaians, young nurses, young students that I am going to make sure the finance minister pays you. And their power now what to make the finance minister pay. It means you were controlling the government. Why didn't you tell the young girl that, you know something, I am going to plead with the president. I am going to try and plead with the president to take that decision. But Bawumia told the little girl, Bawumia catch moment to want to say, I will talk to the finance minister and make sure you are paid. Kwasi ampenyi omo ba na obeka yesa Bawumia de otia ban no na obi aka se obi antio no ejimijimi Bawumia kwa da moko cabinet no omo mfre no. And so Bawumia was standing on stage telling us he is directing the finance minister what to do. And now you see the MPP, they pick and choose. They are very foolish. Andrew McCamsey, I don't know. They have a magic of discovering foolish people. And that is the strength of the NPP. So a political party on this platform that has the technique, the strength, the ability to always discover foolish people, it is the NPP. Every year, I'm going to discover about 10. Also, so must discover. They discover every year. And sometimes you ask yourself, how do they do it? I know MPP got talent, and I said, I know much that question wurem. No maga say MPP got talent for fools. Na omo audition, na omo yiyomo. Because every year they come up with new group of foolish people. And that is what we have been saying. MPP got talent. Their discovery, their skill and the technique they use in discovering fools every time. You know, it amazes me. Enti, John Mahama, I catch the nurse for say, I have restored Alawa and the nursing training college for Nina, Obia Alawa has been restored. Oma, I can't a daho for Alawano, and this yaban etianina. Nurse for student, almost school, almost per se, almost nursing training college. Almost first year, almost fees in Yano, a buying absorb it. Why not be Jina Bontina catch a Ghana for say? John Mahama can say, first year, tertiary institution, public tertiary institutions, a buying a bit a year, first year, a fees. Why not because a mine yet? John Mahama deliver. Momian Konimusio, Neembra. All right, thank you very much for staying. You're still live on Loud Silence TV. The Fanta break. You couldn't Fanta kakra. Yaba. As you see, no Fanta said you already be saying. John Dramani Mahama and the Okasa Efa Ora. Homomi ko tie the John Mahama ekaye.
Of our commitment to good governance and accountability and the prudent management of public resources. Mr. Speaker, we've made progress through strengthening collaboration among law enforcement agencies, financial intelligence institutions, and prosecutors. These efforts have led to initiation of criminal proceedings and asset forfeiture proceedings against some individuals and entities implicated in financial crimes against the state. But yes, I agree with the sentiments of Ghanaians that we must press harder on this accelerator. As of December 2025, IOCO has recovered more than 600 million Ghana cedis. The office has investigated 462 cases, with 15 currently under prosecution. It has dismantled transnational carjacking syndicates and has recovered 29 luxury vehicles that were stolen. Mr. Speaker, the government remains resolute that corruption will not be tolerated, regardless of status or political affiliation. The Attorney General's office will continue to use both criminal prosecution and non-conviction-based assets recovery mechanisms to ensure that stolen public resources are returned for national development. Mr. Speaker, I understand that a large majority of Ghanaians are impatient to see those who abuse their public trust in office held to account. Mr. Speaker, There were periods when, under military regimes and unconstitutional governments, extrajudicial means could be used to exact retribution against persons perceived as corrupt or who had abused the mandate given to them by the people. Mr. Speaker, this may have appeared as swift justice, but many regrettable excesses were recorded. In 1992, we overwhelmingly adopted the 1992 Constitution to accept governance by the rule of law. On 7th January, when I swore the oath of office before the people of Ghana, I swore to uphold the 1992 Constitution. I may be as impatient as everyone else to see justice done, but painstaking investigations must be conducted, dockets must be prepared, charges must be filed, and the accused must have their day in court, including appealing even on the smallest point of law to higher courts. This process is necessary to protect us all against abuse or ill treatment of citizens, and to ensure that only those guilty of offenses against the state are punished. As President Mills of blessed memory said, he said, and I quote, "The wheels of justice grind slowly, but they grind exceedingly fine." Mr. Speaker, let me reassert my determination to uphold the accountability of public office holders to the people of Ghana.
President Mahama Ekasano say, "We are Ghana ni obie ni Ghana ni buefu when it comes to say ope accountability chain or no." Or say, "We are Ghana ni ono say Ghana ni ono kwa de ohye obo say obi a wafa esika edibia no obe make sure say sankofo no sebio omo a omo di ye bone a ye won gina so no omo nyina atwe oma so." Or say Ghana for enti ase so ubuofu anadwi na wo hwe no anase ubuofu enda no pa na wo hwe na ni buofu chen no say yemfa ebufuo empam ntontom abra wo si wo hwe ho yemfa ebufuo empam ntontom abra osi wo hwe ho ni nyina de opeso ka kire Ghana fo nyina ne se o se mo yeti ase se emra eya de bia sebio ende endi wa adwene be o se yemfa kotikwan bia so ne mfa ndi obi na de on wasua every eya politics ene nyansa kakra wo nyana ne nyina ne se oni Professor Mills nante no Professor Mills ka sembi o se emra ewa abotre enya abotre ena sebio enyam ade na de emra eye ne se emra start se enyam ade a enyam no fiko. It is all about all of us understanding say ye pese ye de mra ne di djuma na ye hodi omo a omo di ye krono aboye krono edi adwirum ye twe omo so a ye nyina ye nya saa abotre no na emra no endi ne djuma pepepe ewom se ye nyina ye pentam ono na ye president obi anu a ogi hit ne chen no o hye ye bo o se obeso ka che Ghana for say emra no wo a eye adwuma ne de se echechechechechecha adiko edwoma echechechechechecha gabi o kire da ko ofe ne to a echechechechechecha akokọ ebenum nsuo o se de osia wo Professor Mills ho efa amamuo ene sebio akontabuo hu ne se yebu akonta na sebio o penentem se yemu a aya na wura fi hu se ebia na o kire hu ne ginanim intima akontabuo ne nya pepepe kroje sene beya debi no obi ngina bebi nka se ye kan de kasabo ahye ne yem obi raise objection or court a or say ma court ni di na djuma raise take care of the objection but say eba eye den akuntabuo say ya twi nipa bi aso ono ni buofu chen but mo me nyina ntia se kebi ma menka bi ne atimi as far as the court no ho attorney general investigations ye di nipa bi akogina emrana no o hye Ghana for mbo say echechechecheche ye den a akokọ benum nsuo enti and the okasa no say Yoko has recovered more than 600 million cedis. Some who bebre na munim. Me na okasa Yoko sebio John Mahama ba ya almost started di omudwumedie no krono bi a nipa bi abo ka nipa bi awia nyoma bi a nipa ye no eye sumase omobusuafo ye politicians e bi nya politician no sika opepepe 600 million Ghana cedis and then the Yoko enyama Ghana o say ebaswa And Yanamo Kase, ana Onimo Kase, and Sama Eda Ponoswa, Omuchishum, Nipa Biwako Game, Yato Mano, Diomako Jina Courtno, it is about 462 cases. Or say, Yakasea Ojina Aya Parliament, any woodin command, Nibufu, Ewasro, Nanso, Sebio, where Nyabutra, Opai Edia, Wankasa Wenino, or say, Aya in some. Ana court cases nipa edumagina eyedien court anwa ye di o masem sisia nipa 15 cases ena wo court sisia 15 cases omu nyina no efa eyedien court mrem osa kasa na say eye yoku nipa bia na omu botuo ejeje cars efa eyekoti kwan so fra brochire ba Ghana ene Ghana hamnya cars be 29 sebi obronika se luxury cars cars your body boa etumi se ebusua dan 500 no or say omotumi agibe 29 or say or catch Ghana for say eye oman na otimu no se ubu ofu ani bu ofu chen ho nanso yentumi fa ni bre enye eni hahan ne de kwa prenkins ma fie nti o se yenyina nya abotre na de bia no eba odi beja ne se Professor Milson ni di dwuma edidi nsawoso a osua ne nantiem no o se wuyi eye den eta na se wo de nyam moko ewo de eboba so a sebio wunya abotre na wonyam a obedwin se moko no enyam ntam na wunya abotre na wonyam ne kakra moko no ebe fiko John Mahama asema okafa eye prosecutions ewo Ghana enso eno no. Now President Edin Komobi efa eye gold board.
By formalizing gold exports, we have reduced smuggling. We have increased recorded exports in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector from 63.6 tons to 103 tons. And we've channeled that foreign exchange into our economy. Mr. Speaker, when the cedi stabilizes, imported inflation falls, businesses can plan better, and household incomes improve. Mr. Speaker, as global uncertainty grows, it is necessary for us to reduce our country's exposure to external shocks, break the cycle of economic downturns, and safeguard our macroeconomic stability. Just last Wednesday, 25th February 2026, the Minister for Finance presented the Ghana Accelerated National Reserve Accumulation Policy to this House. Mr. Speaker, this policy seeks to strengthen our country's external resilience by increasing our international reserves to 15 months of import cover by the end of 2028, supporting long-term structural transformation while safeguarding macroeconomic stability. Mr. Speaker, it is forecast that gold prices will remain high over the next 3 years. And so this presents us with a unique opportunity to build an economic war chest to withstand any global economic shocks, to secure our macroeconomic stability, and improve the standards of living of our citizens, and build a lasting prosperity for future generations. By formalizing gold exports, we have reduced smuggling, we have increased recorded exports.
Mr. President, take us on a bibi for gold board. I say, Ghana for Oba abecheche gold in sensemu so achiremo. I say, eba gold and Ghana yetumi and sasi yebo. Eka se gold way ye dia yetumi etu ye kwan paso etumi enya free mu enya sika free mu as Ghana for no. Yabetu gold no oso mo buy no na omo about 63 tons of gold pen na esi wo. Si eka se ye ton a na enya sika bia and because of the gold board buyer or the samije fitu ano sebio omototo nyama ekeka nyama sieni ehun se Chinese for wiaye India for wiaye ye be stop illegal mining ye be bo ye niankase egudie ho ban e de emra enhyehyeye ene sikasam totoye papa abetare ho no o say ye tumi move from 63 tons to 103 tons and me na oka say sa sika ni nyina abaye Ghana sika anything a gold board etumi making over $10 billion in just a year. I see, and so I said, your all catch Ghana for the say, a Ghana gold, moons and summer, and ya pass embra, ya she embra, sebio, and gold, no, ya di bibe siye, yen chirima, ebeba, abe se gold in the buho. Na embrana, oma, ya she endra, parliament, by 2 days ago, no, the embrana by say, ya gold, no, ya could do in Pempensobia. aban bia obebebia no bebia gold ne da no ontumi ton ema ne enkosi ase. Se yaka se 20 tons na wo ho a 20 tons ene de aban bia ni obetuma ba ka se sa gold wo de nsa bom nti wahemra say yebebo ye gold no ban sebio de ewo ho a ewo se yetumi ton de de hihye ekuro no ye de ye schools ye de ye kwan ye de hye economy ni mu no ene ye betumi na emra beda wa just a gold no ewo se yetumi de tabo no to baby a yentumi ndi gold no nkopem a sebio yebekọ ye nchiri masikemu nti o se Sanyuma we nyina na oye because on the obi anim se bi ote or buyer or the esla buyer or the contingency fund buyer or the a lot of fund buy and them no ka say Mahama case ewo ho and the yare kwankro a nipa bebre entumi nko a wontumi fa health insurance entumi enko no and the oko Mahama case a obo obi da ko ene ne nkofo no yare ni surgery akese sika over 12 billion de guma omode eboa Ghana fo a omode ko yare kwankro into John Mahama no his life has always been about being proactive and thinking about tomorrow into gold in and someone then or say and yenya gold da yetumi to gold da ye bon ho ban ye de kwan paso etu gold esie gold make sure say obi ntumi be wia na yesu ntumi nko wie obi no or say sa gold no opese ebi ka ho ma ye nchirima no beto na enu ankasa so etumi build a in mbre bi a ebedu a gold ehu akọ atwe no ye betumi akọ ho akọfa bi aton age ye nananom nti o say he is thinking ahead as today a yenya gold inda ye ton bi a ye de bi ye Ghana no ono so mpese gold ni nyina de ensa bebom o de mra ya shembra parliament a sa gold ye de tabona to baby a ye ntumi ndi enkom e ho de ye duru a se ye nananom dia in the next 20-30 years no eno na wo so omo e de bo ekuru hu de mbra nti John Mahama ma Ghana fo ati ahye se o chichire man no na oman no enka ye oman no embebunu oman no sebio ya de hia ye nyan wo omokura no omuso woni tirim nti na gold a ye nya no o de mbraba ye de bi to ho ye sie bi aban bi antumi banka se media me yakufo ado media me Samira me na me pe gold me wia gold akọ Chad me wia gold de akọ India me wia gold abi ontumi fa nsanka gold because ye de aba parliament abeshembra. Now John Mahama can send me a airport. Now, I say government to begin work on new regional airport in Sunyane, Bolga, and Wa. I say a buying a na buying we or catch the Ghana for say Oma Tanasi, Omo Yen Shishaye, Yaba Baye Airport, Ewo Sunyane, Omo Eba Aba Baye Airport, Ewo Bolga Tanga, and Wa. Sunyane Airport and Shedan Sweni. John Mahama huni se osi ye ni ye inti Sunyane Bolga ene wano or the airport ebe koho ema sebio hoso akwentio ene insawoso inti ebedum pempenso bi companies a mobe koho no mega say okay se me kobie company wo wa metuma bankran within 2-3 hours metuma bankran within 1 hour metuma bankran within 30 minutes inti sa nyoma ne eboa companies investors world class companies etumi di omusika be she kurum because source of transportation no very important it was say Sunyane wa any Bolga and the omo da tokrata so a omo so eba benya airport krojin dan soko a plane betume tu afri nkran e betume tu afri Kumase akọ wa akọ Bolga and ebi so asako Sunyane proper ama Sunyane for omo nyina so and Ghana ye nyina ya chichira bom osaka ensembi efa eye university so ho o say Ghana for government is going to establish 3 new technical universities to strengthen skill development, enhance innovation, and support national industrialization effort. Menoka say, Oko eye John Abujina Pokruma, Oko ha Ubonse Omuyeden Omusi University ho eno eye granta eye Chinese for the Maya Yedisi eye university. Or say or catch Ghana for say or Saba be 3 modern universities ewo Ghana ha. Senebeya technical university ebetuma boa ye mabunu na omo pese omo tertiary institutions ekotwa eye university ne so ekotwa
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV.